This is your League City Animal Shelter Volunteer Weekly Update. These were the Forever Homes the week of 4/11/16. For volunteer opportunities, we do have open house. April 22nd, this Friday, will be the next open house. I have tentatively scheduled open houses for May 12th, May 21st, June 4th, and June 16th. I am waiting to confirm those dates with the scheduling for next door. I wanted to make sure that it's okay that we will still be able to use the fire department training room for next door. So as soon as I get those dates confirmed, we will have open houses those days. Also, the same thing with the dog body language class is tentatively scheduled for May 12th, and clicker training part 1 is tentatively scheduled for June 18th. Like again, as soon as I get those dates confirmed, we'll be able to schedule those. The goal is to have a dog body language class every other month. The same with the clicker training part 1 is every other month. So we'll try to make that more of a regular scheduling thing, so you'll know when things are coming up and when you'll be able to take those classes. For our quarterly meeting has been rescheduled. Tentatively, it is June 23rd. I am again waiting to confirm that with the Lake City Civic Center. So as soon as I get that date confirmed, we will go ahead and reschedule our quarterly volunteer meeting for June 23rd from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. The quarterly mentor meeting is still on for May 16th. So that is anyone who is a level 4 canine companion volunteer or is a level 2 feline friend volunteer. Again, that's May 16th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Lake City Civic Center. For community outreach, special events, and adoption events, we have the Autumn Leaves, where we visit the memory care facility every 4th Tuesday of the month. The next visit will be Tuesday, April 26th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. That is regardless whether the dog hold will be lifted or not. We will still be making our visit to Autumn Leaves on that Tuesday, even if it is just with cats, so please keep that in mind. And also for the Galveston Island Bark in the Park, that'll be April 30th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We will be meeting at the shelter at 7:30 a.m. in order to walk the dogs, load everything up, and be in Galveston Island at a certain time so we can set everything up. It is kind of a long day, but it is a really, really big event that they have every year, and it is a good opportunity to get our animals adopted. For help needed, I do desperately need volunteers for the Galveston Island Bark in the Park event coming up, and we will need volunteers at PetSmart this weekend for both locations. We have skipped several days for the Baybrook location in particular, so would like to make sure that we can get that done this weekend and be at both locations, even if it is just cats, but hopefully we'll be able to do dogs as well. So for volunteer t-shirts are now will be mandatory at the shelter and also at offsite adoption events starting Tuesday, May 3rd. If you need or in need of a volunteer t-shirt, please pick that up ASAP. You are allowed one free shirt for every volunteer. So if you have started volunteering with us, you've completed your open house, your mentor training, you're on the My Volunteer page, you are allowed at least one free shirt. If you would like an additional shirt, it's a $10 donation that just goes right back into the donation pot for volunteer shirts and things like that. So please pick that up since they are mandatory now. For volunteer qualifications, these qualifications need to be updated ASAP on the My Volunteer page. Your volunteer shirt color, your sign-ups will all go off of your qualifications starting later on this year. That way we can kind of watch who's signing up for what level, making sure that everybody's on the same page on who's who. So please make sure that you're updating those qualifications as you complete different things such as clicker training or neighborhood walking, things like that once you've gone up to the different levels. The color coding for the t-shirts will all go by your volunteer levels. So this is the current t-shirt color code. So if you're a level 1 or 2 canine companion or a level 1 feline friend, you'll be wearing the normal blue volunteer shirts. If you're a level 3 canine companion, you will have the safety green shirts. Again, the level 3 are the volunteers that have completed their level 1, they have completed their level 2 in clicker training and done the required hours for that level 2, and now they're a level 3 and they're actually allowed to walk dogs off property into the neighborhood. With that said, the safety green is kind of keep you safe while you're out there walking the dogs, advertising for the shelter at the same time, making sure that everybody knows who you are and why you're walking this dog and that it is a shelter animal and you're a volunteer. For the level 4 canine companion and level 2 feline friend, you will be wearing the orange shirts. These are our mentors. Not only this is to kind of let everybody know that you are allowed to do certain things like go into the back building for certain animals and do things like that, but you're also somebody they can talk to and reach out to if you're a new volunteer and you can't get in touch with a staff member, or they're running around crazy, that maybe you can grab a level 4 or a level 2 feline friend canine companion and get help from them. Those are your mentors. Those are the ones that you need to be looking for if you have any questions or concerns that you need to do while you're here at the shelter. So please be sure to wear your colored shirt when you show up here at the shelter. Again, the t-shirts are mandatory now, just to let not only the staff know but the public know that you are a volunteer here, that you're not just Joe Blow walking off the street and playing with an animal or walking a dog. It's a safety thing, not only just for us but for the animals as well. We want to make sure not anybody is just walking dogs, not anybody is just taking them out with our babies, that they are being cared for by the right people who are trained. And also for shelter news, we will be announcing the Canine Companion volunteer return date tomorrow. We just want to make sure, at least give another 24 hours or so to make sure that no other animals are going to get sick. It will be either Friday or Saturday that you're able to return and play with the dogs and take them out, which they do desperately need it after this long wait. So we are going to wait a little bit longer to make sure nobody else gets sick, and I will announce that on Facebook and send an email out with that tomorrow or Thursday. And for the volunteer spotlight, I'd like everybody to meet Valerie. So Valerie is one of our rookie volunteers, but she has no problem fitting right in with everyone. As you can see, she was in the playing in the lobby, playing in the kitty room with the cat. She's also a canine companion volunteer, so she takes the dogs out and plays with them. I mean, she's absolutely amazing, and she's done so much just by starting in March. So thank you so much for being so upbeat and such a wonderful volunteer, Valerie. We're glad to have you part of our team, and we hope to see you for a long, long time. And that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for volunteering at the League City Animal Shelter, and I will see y'all next week.